Today we have Scott Cole on the podcast with us. He's a financial advisor. Scott, you want to say hey to everyone and just tell them about yourself?
Yeah. So I'm I guess the term now is financial representative. They changed some of the rules by the Department of Labor. But
okay.
So I'm a financial representative. I'm also a branch manager at Bankers Life. I do a lot of other things, but I would say those two the main titles.
You're also the VP of the Ferrari Club?
Yeah, vice president of the Ferrari Club of America for North Carolina.
That's awesome. That's cool. And you got the suit on?
Yeah, I guess I should dress down a little bit, but
no, this is my suit right here. Like I literally wear this every day.
Yeah, so I got a couple appointments a little bit later. So
yeah.
No, that's cool.
I was just hoping for the shoes, like the Scott's notorious for these awesome shoes, like him.
They look like bumblebees.
Yeah, you played them today.
Yeah.
I know, right? I mean, this is still a little out there, I guess, with the red, but
they're nice. They're nice.
Yeah,
the ones we saw them a couple weeks ago with Schauser, I was like, oh, this.
Yeah.
I almost. Just a slight part of me was like, maybe I should get a new suit and some shoes.
Almost, yeah.
It's like, nah.
No, I was like, no, that's not a good idea. But in thought, I was there with you in spirit, yeah.
Well, next time. next time I'll wear them, yeah.
Yeah. You take the Ferrari out, we'll get the Lambo. I'll buy some shoes like that. It'll work.
Perfect, yeah. It's definitely a looker. Yeah.
It is. It is. It's a conversation starter for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So you're, I know you're a really successful guy. You're pretty young, too. How old are you now?
Well, I think I look younger than I am. I'm 31.
That's pretty young.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think I'm in my 20s, but
yeah,
you look it. Yeah.
Or I'd say mid 20s,
25.
Yeah,
24 even. Yeah, you look younger than Garrett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Well, how did you get into your profession?
Sure. So I went to the University of Virginia at Wise for college for my undergrad. Played college baseball. And then I ended up graduating early there. I had one more year of eligibility for baseball and ended up going to the University of Southern Indiana to play baseball my final year and start my master's program.
Nice.
And then when I was done with that, I started looking around for jobs. I found the company I'm with. Kind of crazy how I started. I actually moved basically all my stuff back to Virginia to work for my father for a few weeks looking for jobs out here. And then I randomly got a call from the company I'm with today, Bankers Life, and they said, we'd like to have you come in for an interview. And at that point, it was a choice. Do I really want to go all the way out there just for this interview? And I ended up doing it. Drove 9.5 hours all the way back to Indiana and came into the interview, and I said, hey, this is where I want to be. So I wore the same suit in every interview. There's 3 different interviews. Got the job. I went all the way back to Stewart, Virginia, packed up all my stuff, and moved back to Indiana. Just for this job at Bankers Life. Yeah.
That ended up back here.
Yeah, so I worked in that office for almost 3 years until I got promoted out of that office to come run my own branch back home.
Nice.
Awesome.
So I'm big on goal setting, and when I first came into Bankers Life, there was, my manager sat me down and said, what is your 1-year goal, your 3-year goal, your 5-year goal? And I just basically lined out my whole life on what I wanted it to look like, and it just so happened a lot of those things actually panned out.
Nice.
So,
That's good.
It's amazing how that works.
Right? Yeah. There was a book, early on in college that I always tell people it changed my life. The book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill.
Yeah.
Yep.
Book.
Yeah. So the college I went to, the author of that book was actually from Wise, Virginia, where I went to college. So that's where the Napoleon Hill Foundation is. And basically they made everybody in the business program read that book. And to be honest with you, at the time, I didn't really. I think I looked at the Cliff Notes and try to take the easy way. And
right.
Honestly, I didn't realize how famous that book was until I left that college. But that's a book I read every year.
Yeah.
And it's something that I follow a lot of those principles, and I think it's got me to where I'm at today.
I've got a limited edition copy that. I typically don't do stupid things. At least I don't think so anymore. But like 5 years ago, I put it, and this is because I was literally broke. Should have not done this, but I found a limited edition copy. It was $600. It was on sale from $1,100 at a bookstore, and I bought it, and I've got it sitting. But I didn't even have the money, so I put it on a credit card.
Dang. Okay.
But that's one of my
Bold.
That's one of my favorite books.
Yeah,
So,
it really
great
is.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I shouldn't have done it. But anyways, terrible financial advice
Yeah.
to do that.
Right.
I was like, I'm never going to find this again.
Still pretty cool though. I mean,
It is.
you know,
It worked out.
You look
It
at
did.
how
Oh,
many
yeah, it did.
how
Yeah.
many people have read that book and said that book that changed their life. You know, I remember my first Ferrari Club meeting. You know, after I bought my first Ferrari, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go in this thing and you know, share some knowledge or you know, get knowledge from them. And one of the first questions I asked, I was like, you know, have you guys ever read, you know, Think and Grow Rich? And it's crazy looking back. One of the guys looked at me and said, Scott, everybody here has read that book.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, it's a common, you know,
Yeah.
I think everybody should read that book. And
It's a
I
great
think
book.
that it's just something that gets you to that next level of thinking.
I agree.
Yeah, I read it when I was 20, back in 2000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think I was 22 or 23. It was after you. It was,
Well-
20.
Yeah, it was after me, but you were slightly older than me.
Yeah. But yeah,
So you must have read it back in like 2007.
it was, yeah, about, I think it was 07 actually. Yeah, because it was 2 or 3 years after I met my wife. No, let's see. 02.
Many years
Oh,
after you met your
05.
wife.
Yeah, I met it in 05. I did on 5.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I remember. But yeah, no, it's one of my favorites. I think you're right. It's kind of funny. There's a few books, but that's one of them that I think people that are on a certain trajectory have read.
Yeah.
And that's one of them. I don't know. It's just one that it seems to hit everybody.
Yeah. And,
So-
you know, I think, you know, my advice for anybody that's young, just read. You
Yeah.
know? I mean, that's one thing that a lot of people just don't do.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
I think that being successful is a choice, but also being broke is a choice.
I agree.
You know? And everybody has the resources and tools. I mean, we got computers in our pockets,
Yeah.
you know, and
Yeah.
you can go and research all this. You can go to a bookstore. I mean, you have the choice to be successful, but
We're
it's just
cyborgs.
something you got. Yeah, you guys are, right? Yeah,
Yeah, we are. I mean,
yeah,
people have no excuse to not stuff information in their brains these days because,
Yeah.
you know, you don't have to go to the library anymore. You don't have to find the resources. You just pull out your phone and it's there.
yeah.
You Google it and read it.